Alright, so I've just watched all of the day 2 games for Bangkok. I'm getting my live reaction to see who is playing who. Ooh, these are some sick games. Interesting. So, that's interesting. I might honestly redo my tier list in this video as well. I definitely could not change these teams, but okay. I actually did really good with these pick'ems. I was expecting EGG to be worse than they were. I am gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna do these two and then these two and explain my. This is actually gonna be a close game. Okay, I'm gonna go with these teams. So, DRX versus Vitality. My reasoning that I'm going with the upset pick of DRX is in the Vitality T1 game. That game was very scrappy and very close and not great. This game here did not play well. Was a 2-0 for Vitality. Both maps were relatively close, if my memory serves me well. But DRX versus Sentinels, I think both teams were pretty well tested. I think DRX had a harder test than Sentinels. And DRX 13-3'd into like a 13-11, if I'm not mistaken, Unhaven. I think DRX look much cleaner. They look a lot like just better overall. I think they look like the better team, truly. I think Vitality could upset win, but that was a very scrappy series. Like this series was quite scrappy, so I've lost a lot of faith in Vitality for this event. Like they still came out with a win, but I truly think T1 kind of just lost the maps. Like T1 heavy choked map one. Like they should have easily won that. Not maybe easily, but like they should have at least won the first map. They were definitely put in a position to do so. They just didn't. And then Vitality kind of just won the second game as well. It was just really scrappy. Um, I don't think G2 got tested well. I think Trace looked off for sure coming into this event versus G2. Um, like they Trace kind of looked like not what I was expecting them to look like, which is unfortunate for them. I definitely had higher expectations just from seeing what I've seen. But regardless, I do think that G2 is in slightly better form than EDG. I do think EDG look much better than I initially thought they would. I I think G2 should edge this out. I think both teams have pretty solid map pools. I think G2 should beat EDG on a Pearl. I'm not sure where your map pool goes for this. I think EDG will probably ban like Abyss. G2's one of their better maps. That takes G2 to Pearl. I don't know where EDG would want to play. Maybe Lotus. I'm for sure gonna go with G2 on this matchup though. I think it could be close though. EDG looked decent on split. Then for this, T1 looked, while scrappy, better than I was expecting for sure. T1 definitely like individual, like I don't know how to explain how T1 looked to me. Like individually they look decent. Carpe looks really good. Like he definitely looks like an upgrade over Sylvan, I want to say. And they played good enough as a team to where I think they should be able to just mech diff Trace. I think there's a lot more upset potential with Trace here, but I think T1 should have a massive confidence boost watching Trace get kind of dismantled. And T1, I think, should feel semi confident after, well, truly choking to Vitality and knowing that they should have won that series, or could have taken that to a map 3 at least. This is definitely the closest game, I would say. I think Liquid definitely did not look good on Pearl. They kind of like they looked close. It was like 5-5, and then they just lost the game. They won 0 rounds after that, I believe. And then they played a 18-16 loss to EDG on split. And if I remember correctly, they played some really weird comp. No, they played a Raze, Yoru, Fade, Viper, Astra, and they looked fine with it, but I think Sentinels will just dismantle it. Sentinels should dismantle them on Pearl. I mean, Liquid surely not running their Lotus comp. Haven Sentinels looked pretty good against DRX. I could see Liquid honestly winning Haven. Abyss, I think, is kind of close. Let me look at Liquid's Abyss. Oh, they banned it. Okay. Ooh, I'm not all the way sure here, but I think Sentinels could win the Abyss. I'm not too confident either way on the Abyss. I don't think it's a map that would necessarily get played. I don't know if Sentinels have played Bind though, if I'm being honest. So I don't remember seeing them play Bind, but I assume they would play something with a Tejo. This was their last play. It was the Thieves comp. They did play Bind actually, sorry. They played the Tejo Gecko. Um, I'm not 100% confident in this, but I think just I've kind of shown myself that I prefer Sentinel's map pool, especially if we somehow get a Lotus in play. I think Liquid could try to just like revamp their entire Lotus, but I don't think they will be able to beat Sentinels because I'm pretty sure their Lotus is good, right? Yeah, okay, I'm not tripping. They played it very well versus MIBR. Yeah, I do think the Sentinels will win this matchup now. I think this G2 EDG game this honestly might be a more confusing matchup, but I feel more confident in G2 right now. They should have just a massive confidence boost, but so should EDG. So it's kind of weird. Both teams are feeling good right now. I think honestly these might be your two favorites. I think DRX, EDG, and G2 definitely look like the top three teams right now. Let me pull up. I don't know how to spell tier. That's kind of tragic. Let me reorder this. So after watching what I've seen, I think this is probably where I'm at. I don't know if G2 are unbeatable. I do feel really confident in DRX now. And I don't know how much more confident I am in the EDG than Sentinels did get blown out on, I believe it was Lotus. That's interesting. I don't know. I think this is more where the tier gaps are at now. If we look at these matchups, yeah, I feel rather confident in this. I would put Liquid out of the event and Trace out of the event. I wouldn't think that's too crazy. I do feel bad for Liquid knowing that they went 8 or 16-18 versus EDG and then lost 13-5 on a map they didn't look great on. So I think Liquid will have kind of a like hit to their confidence. This is also a really sick rematch from like Champions 2021. I think this is the last time these teams played. It was like Link versus Shazam, Dapper, Zoms, Tens, like forever ago. Sick versus like Scream, Yampy, Navera, Link. Soulcast. Remember they played like Breeze. That was such a good game too. Remember like Link on Cypher or something, the Vera Viper, yeah. I think this is roughly where the tier gaps are at. I think you could probably drop G2 down if you really wanted to. I think this is truly where I would place them. I don't know, I think so it's the 23rd. So after both of these sets of games, I'll probably do another update video for the 1-1 teams, which I think would be next, and then like because the winners of these games will qualify, the loser of these games are out, and then the remaining teams will play each other. The loser of these and the winner of these will play each other to determine the last two slots. I definitely underrated EDG. I can say that very confidently. I think truly though, like they're kind of sandbagging in China, not showing a lot of their hand, not playing to their fullest potential, like as players as well. And then they're just saving their mental energy is like what I think they're thinking for just internationals. I think that's where they're at in terms of like energy and thought process. Um, yeah. Um, Feel free to join the Discord, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. I want to stream at some point soon. Follow me on Twitter. Um, I occasionally like just drop tweets on the state of VCT or like reactions to player like roster moves and stuff like that. Um, yeah, just like, subscribe, comment how you feel about this video. Hope to see you guys in another. Peace out.